Throughout Princeton's history, students have called for divestment from companies they deem morally bankrupt. We see this today in the debate over fossil fuel divestment, here at the university and at colleges across the nation.
Colleges have a moral responsibility to divest from corporations that are destroying our planet and corrupting our democracy. We should invest in climate solutions, not fund the problem. Princeton Surge members recognize the pivotal role of academic communities as torchbearers in the global movement to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Well, I think the Surge petition is a good idea from a climate change, changing the world perspective, but I think it's pretty naive in its approach that A, it's going to have any effect, and B, that divestment from these oil companies, the oil and gas companies, is going to in some way encourage alternative fuel investment.
Almost 400 students, faculty, staff, and alumni have signed our petition, and we expect more will sign it. If Princeton is to live up to its motto, in the nation's service and in the service of all nations, it needs to divest immediately.
I think some of the secondary effects of divestment and just general discouragement of investment in these companies is going to have a negative effect on the economy. Energy has been the number one sector for job creation, private job creation in the last half dozen years. So I think that if we're looking at Princo being in the nation's service, I think they should continue investing in some of the job creators. I think that if the Security and Exchange Commission says that this is an okay publicly traded company, I think that meets the bar for Princeton to invest in them.
Princeton, Princeco's mandate is to maximize the return. The same level of performance can be achieved with many different portfolios. So divestment is something possible. The other side is what I said before. Many universities have become addicted to the revenues of their investment. And vital services like financial aid, salaries of staff, research funding depend at least partially upon these revenues. And perturbing these revenues in a significant manner could have a very negative effect.
Thus, while divestment from fossil fuel companies is possible and morally satisfying, many financial considerations must be taken into account.
Investment in sustainable companies and divestment from companies contributing to global warming is a moral issue. And Princeton University may want to play a leadership role on that front.